From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are live at 6 a.m. and we do have quite a bit to discuss with the forecast for the rest of the week. We are talking increasing rain and storm chances. We are talking also something that may impact your Easter Sunday. So I will have everything that you need to know here in this weather update for the week ahead, as well as the weekend ahead, the holiday weekend, of course. Starting off, though, we're not off to a bad start. In fact, today, not looking too bad. Our increase in rain chances comes tomorrow, so we have one more nice day relatively to get through until things turn a little bit more unsettled. We are starting off in the 60s for just about everybody except you folks in Lawrence County, Alabama. Moulton sitting at 59 degrees this morning. Everybody else in the low to mid 60s to start off the day, so you can probably get away with no jacket out there this morning. Not a bad start to the morning. There are some clouds out there. We are partly cloudy, but we will stay partly cloudy. We will see a little bit more sunshine all throughout the day today compared to what we saw yesterday with that overcast start to the day. We are calm with our winds right now, pretty much blowing about 3 to 8 miles an hour, but those winds will start to pick up later this morning and into the afternoon, blowing 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the south, going to help to warm us up as well. Not a bad look in Lawrenceburg this morning. Again, clouds are around, temperatures in the lower 60s. Dew point's pretty close to the temperature, so it is a little bit sticky out there, but nothing too bad. We are going to see those temperatures warm up, though, for the rest of today. Overlooking Columbia, you do see some clouds in the distance as we are getting our first few peaks of sunlight this morning. Temperatures on the warm side in Columbia in the mid 60s. A mostly clear sky, but clouds again still in the area over into Florence and parts of North Alabama. Temperatures starting off in at the mid 60s out there in Lauderdale County. For the rest of this morning and into the afternoon, we will have a mixture of sunshine and clouds. Again, I think a little bit more sunshine compared to yesterday, as well as that wind out of the south blowing 10 to 15 miles an hour will eventually warm us up into the lower 80s for everybody for today. So we will be a few degrees warmer than what Futurecast is showing, because I do anticipate a little bit more sunshine. We're already starting off with a little bit more sunshine than the models are suggesting. You see those two little green blobs up near Columbia? That is the extent of our rain chance for today. Just a stray spotty shower in somewhere in our viewing area, but like yesterday's stray rain chance, most of us going to stay dry. I think we can all leave the rain gear at home for today. However, get it ready to go for the rest of the week. But for today, again, very minimal rain chances. Clouds start to break up later on into the evening and around sunset, kind of like they did yesterday. Temperatures falling back into the 60s, getting down into the lower to mid 60s for low temperatures. Now around Wednesday morning, around daybreak, we could see a few spotty showers, more than what Futurecast is showing. Otherwise, though, we're going to see cloud cover start to increase. Winds still out of the south. In fact, they will be out of the south for the next several days. But heading into Wednesday, especially into Wednesday afternoon, that's when we're going to start to gradually increase our rain chances. A few thunder showers by our Wednesday afternoon. So again, something to keep in mind as rain chances do increase for the rest of the week. You may not need the rain gear for today, but you will probably want to grab it for the rest of the week starting on Wednesday by Wednesday afternoon. As far as any sort of strong to severe storm threat, not looking likely here in the local viewing area, even through the weekend and beyond. But of course, we will watch every system closely, but we could see a few more thunder showers and thunderstorms by Thursday afternoon, continuing into that evening and overnight time period. Showers and storms around for your Friday, not a great chance, looking more isolated to widely scattered. And then for your weekend, that's when we could see some impacts, not necessarily in the forms of severe storms, but at least impactful for any Easter plans you may have. Now, for much of the day Saturday, if you have any outdoor plans, any Easter egg hunts planned, should be relatively dry. It looks like the bulk of the rain and storms won't come until late in the evening into the overnight, but it looks like we will get a good rainfall out of this. Now, this is around Easter afternoon, 2 p.m., looking like we're starting to see this system clear out of the area. So for early morning services on Sunday, we could be dealing with some rain and some thunder in the area. We'll get a little bit more specific on timing because it's still a little bit too early to get more specific on that timing, but it's looking like the bulk of the rainfall going to fall overnight into the very early morning hours of Easter Sunday, but of course that may impact some sunrise services. So we will keep you updated. Again, not looking severe, but maybe looking like you might need to grab some rain gear. before you head out for any sort of Easter Sunday festivities you may have. But of course, we will keep you updated on that timing as we get a little bit closer. Until then, temperatures stay on the warm side. We are in the low to mid 80s for the next several days, so temperatures at least stay constant, but we will notice some fluctuating rain and storm chances. And then on the backside of that, cold front this weekend, we will be a little bit chillier. So another thing to plan for, just because it's going to be in the 80s all week and for Saturday does not mean it's going to be in the 80s on Sunday. So plan accordingly with your outfits already. We are going to be seeing temperatures only in the 60s at warmest, so a little bit warmer dress for your Easter Sunday here in the Tennessee Valley, unfortunately. If you're heading out to the bus stop anytime soon, again, I think we can leave the rain gear at home for today. Temperatures in the lower 60s, maybe a light jacket for the kids, but you should be fine heading into this afternoon. No jackets needed. We are talking temperatures in the lower 80s and a partly cloudy sky, a little bit more sunshine than yesterday. Again, can't completely rule out a straight shower, especially during the afternoon hours, but I'm thinking we stay mostly dry, just like we did yesterday. Temperatures eventually reaching those lower 80s, maybe a mid 80s south of the Tennessee River. Otherwise, again, a relatively dry day for today, and then we're going to increase those rain chances for your Wednesday and then for the rest of the week as things stay unsettled here in the Tennessee Valley. Lower 80s for the next several days with scattered showers, thunder showers, and thunderstorms for the next few days. And then heading into the weekend, we are going to have an increase in those rain and storm chances. Again, not looking severe at this time. We'll keep a very close eye on it as today is the last day of March and April 1st already tomorrow. I cannot believe how fast time is flying by. But again, higher rain and storm chances for Saturday night into the very early morning hours of your Easter Sunday. So for the first part of the Easter, at least, you may be needing the rain gear. Of course, we will be able to get a little bit more specific with that time here in the next coming days. So be sure to stay tuned for updates on your Easter Sunday forecast. That's a look at your local forecast on this Tuesday. Again, I think we can leave the rain gear at home today, but warm this afternoon into the lower 80s. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.